Hello, hello. How is everyone? Get this. I broke it. I broke it. Okay, why can't I? You guys, it won't even let me join. There we go. I had to join my own live and it wouldn't let me. I hear me, so that's a plus. We have a craft by Jay. Hello, hello. Ms. PJB Stamper. Hello, hello. And sneaking around in the background, I know Deborah's there somewhere. Nope, no Simon Hurley things today. We're playing with some Gemini. Well, not Gemini. Yeah, Crafter's Companion. Gemini, I guess. I don't know. They got a lot of names. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're gonna make a shakerty shake, you guys. Wait, where did the shakerty thingies go? You guys, what'd you do with them? You guys are like, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. So I had some sequins. I had found them. So this was gifted to me for my birthday by a lovely subby. So you have to buy his tulips tomorrow. Yeah. Wait, are they available tomorrow? Yes, wait. No. Wait, what? Please hold. You made me thinky now. Wait, is that already? Oh, I'm not allowed to show until the 10th. So, I don't know. Are they available tomorrow or the 10th? Yeah, no, my cats are not allowed up here. Miss Jean, hello, hello. And Linda, hello, hello. So, yeah, this was gifted to me. Even the confetti. The confetti is from Not Too Shabby. But it's got some sprinkly kinds of stuff in there too. So we're going to use this. We'll probably pick out the flowers. Pardon me. But we're going to be doing the ice cream cone and his little ice creamy bits into a shaker card. And I've been kind of playing around with what I want to do. So what I did first is I cut the ice cream or frosting part, because this can also be the cupcake. So it fits both the cupcake and the cone. Yeah, they could be little frappes if you have little cups, your little whipper cream. But I cut out 2 of them. Well, originally I was hoping to fit 3 on an A2 size, but for a shaker card that I want to do, it's not in the works. But so we're going to do a 2 cone shaker, and what I wanted to do was make sure I didn't mind if the cone came off the page. Okay, the cone actually lines up right to the bottom of the ice creamy part. Okay, so what I need to do is make sure that everything is placed so that when I go to cut things, they're not crossing each other, anything like that. But I kind of do want them kind of nuzzly, right? Like they're happy cones, happy to be with each other kind of cones. And so what I'm going to do is just make sure that I like where my cone is. Okay, we're going to get the placement. That might be a little bit too close, so I'm going to back this one up just a hair, because remember, we got to keep some room so it doesn't easily tear. My little shakey shakies here going on, right? So we're going to do this one like this. So I'm going to hold this cone, or this little guy right there. First thing I got to do is get us some tape. We need some tape. Sorry about my camera here. You know, I think I'm going to turn that off today because I need to move it. I need to move it and readjust it, so I'll just turn that off today. But we're gonna get, I've got my little cone held down, and this is just a little template. I'm not too worried about it if I accidentally cut it or anything like that. So I'm gonna get this guy in there somewhere, lock him into place, okay? Then I'm gonna just go ahead and tape them both down. That way there, I know that guy is exactly where I want him. I actually just pointed at the camera like you guys could see me. So yeah, that's fun. Send that through to the cutter. I've already made a little frame. I was die cutting a bunch of stuff, so I was like, let's make our frame. I'll give you a little tip about the frame. If you want to stack your frame and make it thicker, be sure to heavily tape your frames together. So that way there you can pull them up and cut multiple, and you'll have a perfect size frame every single time, and your stacks will be better. And don't hesitate on the tape when you're taping them to keep them together, okay? Even if you use a little bit of Scotch tape or something, get them to stay in place, and then you can doop 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 and use your little mint tape to hold it to the paper. So if you keep these together, you can make stacked these really nicely. But I don't need it stacked today. I just need one frame, which I'm not sure what color we're going to use, but we'll get there. And I'm going to pull these apart, okay? Now for this particular method, this is not important for me. This is not important. What's important is this. This is where we're going to put the acetate, and there's going to be little shakery bits hanging in there, okay? So that's the important part for me. So these are just going to be extras, okay, which is going to be great. You put your extras together. You can stamp them after the fact. There's no problem. Or do a stamped one and put it on, and then you can make stacks. So if you have extras, don't worry. Okay, now we're going to put this little guy on there, and I think it was going to go about like that. So what I'm going to do is find where this cone goes, just like so. Okay, that one goes there. That's how that one's going to go. And then this one, I just want to make sure is not going to cross my cone. I want to make sure that he's not going to cross, and that's actually really good. So I'll be really, that's like perfect. Look at me go. So we're going to put this on. Okay. Oops, I don't need that in there though. We're going to send that through. And what we're doing is making the window for our shaker bits. Which reminds me, I need to grab a piece of acetate. Acetate. Why is that so heavy? Okay, nope. Please hold. Oh. Come here, you. Acetate. I buy two types of acetate, you guys. I buy a printer, I buy printer-friendly acetate for my toner printer, okay, because, you know, toner printer heats up, so it has to be heat safe. So I buy a heat safe acetate, which is a little bit more expensive than just regular projector acetate. It's pretty thin, inexpensive. So I have like a ton. I have a ton of everything. I has a tons of everything. I don't know. I've seen drooling over it coming soon. Oh yeah, drooling over the coming soon page. Yeah, I gotta love Spellbinders and they're coming soon. Jean says, I'm watching on my TV. Jay's like, ooh, I can watch on my TV too. Thank you, Linda G. She says, don't forget to hit the like button. Craft by Jay, as long as it's heat safe. And it will say that it is laser friendly. And Gloria, hello, hello. Okay, so now that we've got our cones on, we need to get this guy on, which should be a little bit easier because if we can find our cone, we don't have to actually put the paper on because this fits like right in there. I mean, look at that. And so we can just kind of plop it in there like so. And then I'll just flip it over to make sure. But look at that. It just fits in there so perfectly. And I don't own a ton of Crafter's Companion stuff, but their dies are really nice. Some of their stamps are photopolymer. Some of them I don't think are photopolymer. This particular set, this set is not photopolymer. This is probably an acrylic or something. You can just tell sometimes, but that's okay. Okay, so right here I have a little bit of a piece that hung up, and that's okay because you know what we have? We have scissors, and we're just gonna snip that out. Doop. See? So we have one cone, and then we have our extra little cone stem, which I have tons of extra cone stems and cone toppers because I've been trying to finagle this, figure out how I wanted to work it. There you are. Nope. Okay. Come on now. Try that. Oh, there we go. I think that'll work. It might be a little off, but that's okay. Little teeny bit off won't hurt it none. Ugh. There's a piece of paper stuck in there. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna send that through. Alright, look at that. We've got our little cones going on. Now this one we got to be careful for because it is separated, but that's why we did our frame, right? We did our frame just like so, and that's going to cover that right back up. Okay, so we'll glue, when we get to that point, we'll glue this all in. The acetate's going to go right to the edge. And I have thin foam that will fit behind this. But this piece is a little bit fatter, so I'll make sure that piece is down at the bottom. So there's our template. But this is also the top, because this is going to go on top of our card and be our what's-his-faces, our window keeper. So we get to decorate this piece, okay, and then we're going to put this on there. And then this will be full of our pattern and our shaker bit. So now what we need to do, okay, we're going to take a little bit of the mint tape or whatever tape you have. Maybe you have purple tape or some low-tack washi tape. I want this to stay put. I need this to stay put so that we can stamp in here and be all right. There is something on that card. Definitely something on that card. Let's try again, shall we? Let's get another piece. Okay, this one's good. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna get this on here because we don't want it to shift. We want it to stay put. And then we're gonna do the same down here. We're gonna just right over the edge, because remember, we're going to have that little border, so it doesn't have to stamp all the way to the bottom, but we need it to stay put. I want ice cream! Boopsicles! Sherbet. Ooh, you guys, I haven't had sherbet in a while. That would be tasty. Okay, so then we need to move this. turn that off. Put that there. Put that there. Okay, now we start. Now we start with the ice cream. Okay, we're going to get our Misty or stamping apparatus. I have the Misty. Second City TV. Okay. Oh, got some ice cream for his sore throat. That's good. So, okay, make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, because, okay. So we're gonna put our card in this thingy, and that's why we wanted to tape this piece down, because it could shift and move even though the other piece is down. We don't want this to move at all, but we don't want it to get ruined either. So hopefully everything will work. We're gonna just tape this down a little bit. Okay, just like so. And then we're gonna go to our stamp collection and we're gonna work this out. We're gonna start with number one. Number one. Ooh. It could, you know what? These could be photopolymer, but they're weird. I don't know. Maybe it's because of this little piece right there. Does it say photopolymer? So yes, this one is photopolymer. This little tabby thing, when I went to grab it, it's thin like acrylic. So there you have it. So we're going to put our little ice cream in there. Okay. Just like so. Look at how nicely that fit right in there. Okay. We're going to grab up this. Okay, please stay put though. It's stuck to my... We're going to slide a piece of paper in here to unstuck these. Or not. Come on. Okay, it ruined that just a wee bit. So we're going to use a little bit more tape down here. Like I said, I needed to stay put. Janine! 2 appointments. Crazy blizzard. Ooh, stay safe out there. It's raining right now where I'm at. Okay, we're gonna put that like that so it doesn't move again. Then we're gonna do a little sample to make sure. And then we're gonna do a vanilla base. Okay, so we're gonna use cookie dough because it's kind of vanilla-y. I don't even know. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, we're going to do a vanilla-ish base. French vanilla, that's why it's kind of tan. Okay, so we're going to put that one aside. And then we want to move our little stamp. I do need to clean it. So let's clean it because we got to place it in the next spot. Okay. Make sure it's nice and dry so we don't ruin our paper. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to slide it in there. Okay, just like so. Do the same thing. We're going to grab her up. And this one, we're going to have like a strawberry base. So we're going to do piggyback. Because you know when you put strawberry base in there, it's going to be light pink. Ooh, look at that. It's so light and luscious. Do it one more time just to get it a little bit darker. Oh, look at that. We have a... Well, I guess it could be a chocolate or a mocha and then a little strawberry. But look, it almost looks like cotton candy. So if you change up the handle, you could totally make that like cotton candy. I mean, why not, right? Okay, so we did piggyback and we did cookie dough. Aren't they lovely? Such a lovely color. You know, I'm not a pink person, but it is very nice. Caramel ice cream. Yep, see, there you go. Caramel. Okay, and then that is step 1 of those ones. Okay. Okay, so we did step 1. I don't even know. Something's going on here. Let's try this. And then step 2 is like the big filling part, right? So we're just gonna try and get it in there as well. And you can see through it, which is nice. Granted, if you use some inks that stain, it'll still be okay. You just kind of feel it in there. It'll be fine. Now for this, let's go. We're gonna stick in the chocolatey, caramely section, and we're just gonna go up 1 with some gur. Okay, so it's sticking again. So we're just gonna take. Oh, good. Huh. We're just gonna open the door the other way. But yeah, if you're finding things stick, just slide a little piece of paper in there. Get her out. Okay, so this is gonna darken up actually quite a bit. And you know what? No. I don't want it too dark. Let's go in with another round of cookie dough. Because these inks are just going to build up on each other and just go darker and darker. Ryan, hello. Thanks for popping in today. We are a crafty channel. Today we're making an ice cream shaker card. Normally a 20-minute drive. See, it added. So we're gonna pop in the color one more time. Okay. And we're gonna go just like that. Woo! And see that extra? Look at that. Doesn't that look yummy? And so that was just cookie dough. So you don't have to have a light, medium, and dark when you have these layering things. Depending on your ink, like Simon's inks layer really nice. So you can up and up and up and up them. Catherine Pooler, I think, are a bit more saturated. So once you stamp it, it's like pure saturation. So if yours don't do that, it's just, there's nothing wrong with it. Just know that some inks layer up better than others. But you could just go for a lighter go, you know what I mean? You could even tap off some of the ink. Okay, and then this bit is going to be, oops, that's all right. We'll get this one on here, like so. Okay, and then we'll get number 2 on here. We'll do 2 birds with 1 stone. 2 birds, yeah. Is that how that goes? Just kind of get that in there, like so. And then, just however, I guess, it goes. Does that go on the outside or inside? Hold on a sec. I gotta get a little twisty so I can see what I'm doing, because I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So... get in there. I think that's how that goes. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's gonna work. And then let me double check this one, because we're gonna put that one in there. Okay. And then we're gonna get our card. To let go. Alright, here we go. So we're gonna, instead of doing piggyback, we're gonna go to sidewalk chalk. the sidewalk chalk is, it's got a little bit of purple in there. So maybe this is a berry sweet. Maybe it's got a little bit of raspberry in there or something. I don't know. And then we're going to go with cookie dough. Again, we're just going to go one more time with the cookie dough. See how that works. It may or may not. And that's okay. We'll find out here in a second. So we've got cookie dough and some sidewalk chalk. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that! Oh, isn't that yummy? Like, that does remind me of like a mocha or something. I don't know. It's just yummy. We're gonna ink them both up one more time. Okay, so we're gonna get that sidewalk chalk in there. It's very hard to see, and then we're gonna get that cookie dough in there. And then we're going to shut the door. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That was, yeah, yummy. Look at those. His and her cones. Aren't they pretty? Look at. So then we're going to clean these off. Okay. And we're actually done with number 2 now. And we're almost done with number 3. We're going to get this in there. Strawberry ice cream flavored Lindt truffle. I don't know if I've had that. I'm like totally stuck on the Lindt, the regular Lindt truffles. Like, I find it hard to to try new ones, you guys. I don't know. Like, when I go to a restaurant, I order the same thing, like, all the time. I'm terrible. I know. No fun. Very, very plain. I will say that this particular one, just because I haven't used it, this is my second time, it's hard to tell where it's supposed to go. But it seems to be a little bit forgiving, although I really don't think it goes like that. Let's try that. Huh? We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that. Okay. And then we're going to do the sidewalk chalk again. Okay. We're going to do that one again. And there's a little fuzzy on there. Get off there. Sorry, there's a little, there we go. A little fuzzy on there. So something in the center didn't stamp. We'll get that stamped on there. There. Ooh, look at our cones. Don't they look tasty? Alright, so we've got our ice cream done. So we're going to do our 2-part cone. Okay. So this is part 1. This is just our base color. Ugh. And we're going to go right into the cone. I'm going to let this overlap just a hair. Just a hair. I mean, it's going to be good. And then we're going to go with a chocolate cone. So we're going to get our grr, and then we're going to go over the top with Weeping Willow. Okay, so we're going to have nice chocolatey cones for both of these. If we can get it to let go. Come on. That little booger's like suction cupped right down. There we go. Culver's ice cream. Okay, so we're going with make sure we got that. Our chocolatey chocolate cone. Woo-hoo-hoo, look at that. It's got a little spotty there, and that's, you know, I'm using a felt pad, so they stamp differently, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I do want it nice and chocolatey, so we've got that nice and layered up in there. We're going to clean our stamp extra good, because we want to position it into the other one, and see, having it touch really close in there, it just kind of darkened that up for us, so that turned out really good. And I'm going to wipe my tape right there, because remember, we're still using this piece, this outer piece, so I don't want to get anything on it. Okay, and then we're going to use Gur again. Oops. So we're going to set this little cone in here. And again, we're just going to get it right in there. And the bottom of my cone, it's not lining up in this hole very well, and that's okay, because we're going to have a little border across the bottom, so nobody's really going to notice. So my main focus is the top, this cone. And I just want a hint of that ice cream right in my line. Just like so. Okay. I'm going to grab our little door, grab that up. There we go. And then while we have that, we might as well do the second piece to this guy. And we'll get that nice and set in there too. And these line up really nice, these little cone pieces. Just had a little bit of issue with the ice creamy part. But that's okay. Just make sure that sets in there. I think that's good. Heck, I don't know. What am I looking at? Oh, it's too funny. Okay. So then, yes, they'll both fit. Look at that. We're rocking this bad boy. Okay, so we're going to go in with the Gur for this one. Okay, and then we're going to go in with Weeping Willow for the shadowy bits. Okay, are we ready? We're going to make some magic. Looky, looky. No, there is no black lunar paste yet. Shady, yes, Shady is the closest. Woo-hoo-hoo, look it. Oh, look at that little cone detail. Yeah, we got that one really good. So this is Gur and Weeping Willow. And I'm okay with this one. So we're done with that one. But I do need to hit this one just one more time with our Gur. And then we're going to focus right there where it didn't stamp the last time. Not necessarily worried about the rest of it. But there we go. Oh, I just stamped it with the wrong... No, I didn't. No, okay, never mind. Panic set in. I did it right. We're going to get these switched out and get that into... Oh, you couldn't find your Shady? Yeah, I would be upset too. I would. Okay. So then we're going to get this guy right up here. This is our last bit of stamping. And if you find, okay, you're working, and you find that things are like sticking to you and sticking to everything, what is it? Is it red rubber erasers? I don't know what it is, but red rubber erasers will, they don't stick as much. So you can use a red rubber eraser to get it off, or something with a very not so sticky, if that makes sense. Like a pokey tool. I mean, you could use like a little pokey tool. Looking closely at this one, I messed it up just a little bit, but you guys, you can't even tell. Can't even tell. So we're going into the Weeping Willow. Going in, stamping it down. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at it! Tell me! Tell me that don't look yummy. Yummy. Okay, so while I was putting this together, I was like, you know what? I want to do a sentiment for this. So I was looking at it, and the sentiments are kind of okay. You've got you're a cool friend, celebrate, you're so cool, and let's eat cake. But I was like, you know, that sentiment is not, it's not quite what I wanted. So I came up with this sentiment. So you're so likable. So yeah, so that's my sentiment. So what do you guys think of that? Okay, we're going to pull this out, and we're going to be careful. Dawn! How are you? Ms. Traveler, traveling along. Okay, you guys. But, yes, so we're going to pick one of these little sentiments. I printed them so that I could foil and use multiple and whatnot, but yeah, so you're so likable. Yeah. Yes, it is for the hubby. I thought of it and I was like, oh man, that would be so funny, because yeah, it's oops. Okay, so there's our cone, but remember, we're not worried about that because we do have our little frame. Okay, so our little frame's gonna cover that up. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, and we don't want to lose this, so we're gonna be very ginger and we're gonna take this off. And then we gotta figure out, because I cut this in plain paper, I don't want it too dark, right? We don't want it to outshine our cones, so let's just do a light pattern. Let's do a light pattern. Let's grab a stencil, you guys. What? Where's my stencils? Okay, that's weird. Oh, I know. It's been a while. I moved them. I was like, where's my stencils? I don't know. We moved them. Okay, so, oh, this one would be fun. Some bubble wrap. Did we just pick it on the first go? Like bubble wrap and bubble gum. Maybe that's some bubble gum flavored ice cream or something. Yeah, we're going to do bubble wrap. Because I can. Okay. And then in order to ink this up and not get it all muckety-muckety, we're going to go ahead and put this piece in here. Will this fit in there with it? Yes, it will. Okay, and then we're going to do that. Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to pick, let's do oxide. Let's do a little pink blue oxide mix, right? How's that sound? A little pink blue oxide? because I was looking at my oxide brushes going, I haven't used you in a while. So there we go. We're going to do a pink blue oxide. Okay. Craft by Jay says, hey, I have those stencils. Yes. Ooh, that is like... Okay, we're just gonna come in. I don't even know. I haven't used these much, and I didn't realize how bold they went on. Holy moly. But see how this nice stick mat, this is the waffle flower stick mat. Waffle flower has them, lots of companies have them now, but I like these photopolymer stick mats because you can also get like the other kind of stick mats too. But yeah, and it just holds everything. Even this piece that we cut out, it's not getting bent around and shaken up, so we can just do that. So that's peacock feathers, and then we're gonna go into some spun sugar. And I'm just gonna go to where it's not, I don't want to blend the blue right off my brush, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to try to be a little bit careful at first, and then get those colors to blend a little, because they're gonna make kind of a purpley color. And then I'm gonna clean my brush because I don't want that blue. It'll probably stain, and that's fine, but I don't want the blue in my pink. So we're just gonna swirl that around. Okay, kind of made of a purpley color. That's kind of pretty right there. Okay, again, we're just cleaning that brush because we're picking up that blue, but I don't want to put it into the pad. So then we're gonna just roll that right in there, and then go into there, and then just clean that really good. And there we go. We have our colors. So it turned out to be kind of a bluish, pinkish whatnotums. Ooh, how cute is that? Oh my goodness. Look at those polka dots. Oh, I love it. Something's on there. So there it is. So we have some, I love it. There's our polka dots. And then this, just like photopolymer stamps, you guys, you just, sorry about the squeaky. Now, gosh darn it, I put my stencil on upside down, and so it peeled the backing off. If that happens, you see that little haze right there? That's the back of the stencil. I always do that. It's no big deal. Take it to the sink, wash it off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And then I cleaned the wrong side of that. Good job, Elizabeth. But yeah, so these photopolymer peel the coating, but it does not harm it in any way. Okay, so there's that. There's that. Okay, so let's see if it's too much, because it might look good here. Oh, look it! Look at how stinky cute that is. Sometimes I amaze myself. All right, my friends, let's get this bad boy assembled. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we need to put some acetate on this. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get some acetate. I'm gonna put some thin tape right across here, okay, right across the bottom, and I'm gonna show you. It's just to help this part stay, because Come here, you. I don't really want it stick to the glass though. Come on, you. So I'm going to do that because remember, we're going to have that little bit of border. So even though this is sticky right there, our front piece is going to actually have another piece over that. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to get some score tape because this is just going to hold the acetate to this. This is, we don't have to worry about the sequins yet. We're just getting the acetate to hold to this piece. So it doesn't have to be perfect by any means, just enough to hold the acetate on. And then we're gonna get that on there. We're gonna get that on there, and then we're gonna hunt down our acetate. That's from that. Okay. So we're gonna get a chunk of acetate, and we're gonna do it just a hair under 4 1/4. Just a hair, 4 1/4. And then we're gonna take off just a hair so it's just under 5 1/2. Because we don't need it to go completely to the edge. Okay. Oh, da, 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 da. They're talking with Dawn and her visit or her vacation. She's going on a vacation. So we're going to pull all of this off. Maybe. Okay. Now, it took me about 20-30 minutes, maybe a little bit more because I was yapping and stuff, to figure out how to design this card. But once we figured that part out and we actually do the cutting and all that stuff, the first time around we're looking at maybe an hour and 10 minutes to do this, right? And that's not including that first part that you guys didn't see, me trying to figure out how to do this. So you can look at doing an intricate card and figuring it out will take about 2 hours. You know, if you're really wanting something fun and unique. But then some cards are just going to be easy. Now, see, if we went to do this again, everything's already planned out. So, okay, my fingers are not gripping that. Come here, heathen. So, yeah. I could do this one again in way less time. Oh my goodness. Oh, why? Okay. I mucked it up. You guys, it's crooked. Leave it to me to try to make it good, and it's crooked. So, don't mind me. That's alright. It doesn't need to go all the way to the edge, but we didn't want it hanging off the edge, so I just need to trim this. Sometimes. Let's try this. Come on. Oh, it's being a stinker. Stinker. Okay. This, I can't believe it. I got it way off course. Of course. Don't send me out with a map. Let me tell you. Okay, there we go. Look it. It's so cute. So this piece now, we need to make the well. We need to make it so that we can put our shakerty bits in. And for me, you guys, I buy Amazon foam tape. It's nothing spectacular or fancy, but I buy it in the different widths because I'm not going to cut. I'm not going to cut it and be that person. You know what I mean? So this little 1/8 inch is going to be perfect for down here at the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to snip that. Okay, and I do need it twice up, which I could have folded it and did the thing, but you guys, I'm not that person. I just stack it. I'm lazy. We're gonna just stack it. Well, I guess it's not lazy. It's just, I don't know. This is my preferred way to do this. Okay, so we've got that piece on, and that's fine. And then we'll probably need, we'll see if this piece will fit through there. And I'm not worried about connecting here, okay? That's not where I'm worried about. I don't mind that piece right there, but we want to make sure that's going to fit through there, okay? Because we want to make sure our shakers stay in this area, okay? So now I'm going to take and shove this there and kind of bend it to come over here and force it down in there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this so it's just a hair over the foam that's already there. Okay. See, it kind of overlaps right there, but we're just going to take and shove it in. So now this is connected. There's nothing going to get through there. Okay. So then we're going to go, and I don't mind if the shakers run through there, but I kind of want the cones to have their own kind of thing. So we're going to go ahead and put this guy, we're going to butt it right up to that one. Butt it up. Okay. And then we're going to take, it's nice and thin. We're going to just kind of tell it to do what we need it to do. Oops. We're going to bend it right on over, and again we're gonna leave it hang over just a teeny weeny bit, okay, and then shove it into place. That way there, that is nice and connected, okay. And then we can do the same thing on this side. We're gonna keep those little shakery bits on the inside. We're gonna use this little guy to snake through, and if it's not bending, peel. Okay, when you peel it, it lets the foam bend, and we thank Tracy Fear for that little bit of nuggety tip. Okay, so we can just, see that? We can just bend this guy right around to our heart's content, right into this one, and again, just a teeny bit over. And then we make sure that no bits, I said no bits, don't stick to me. Okay, so now we have a well here and a well here. We do still need to lift it up a little bit. We need to add a little bit of tape to hold our things together. Get that on there. The taping part is probably the most obnoxious part. There are new, oh gosh, who did it? You guys know who did it. Somebody made a nice thick tape, which I do want to get. I do want to get the double thick stuff so that, you know, I don't have to double thick it myself. The repositionable shaker card foam tape that somebody made. Repositionable shaker-y cards. Okay, so now we're going to peel our backing, except for this one. And we're going to just go over and put a second layer on. Just get her on, Pear Blossom Press, that's right, because they have the lighting system and they wanted more room. Innovation. They found a need and filled it in. Oops. Went too far. The fabulous Amanda. Yes. But yeah, I do. I want some double stick stuff for when we do shaker cards. Hopefully they have it in different widths, because heaven knows I like I like the options. And again, we don't have to connect anything around the edges. We only need to connect and make sure there's no escapees where our wells are. So for us, our well is going to be right around the cones. So we're gonna make sure that this one goes right up to the edge, right? Because this is part of our well, so this one has to be nice and snug. We're gonna go over just a hair, a little snippety snip, shove that down in there. There we go. And then we're gonna go. We've got that, so we just need to put our thin stuff on. And again, we're just going to peel this back to help it stick. Okay. Just stack it, stack and go, stack and go. All right, that looks good. Again, a little bit over. Stuff that back in there. So there's a nothing's going to escape that little guy. I don't know why this has been so funny. And then one last bit. Okay, we're going to tuck this right up to that guy. And you can see this it bends so much nicer when you peel it. So glad. I don't know why I never thought of it, but T's like, peel the tape. Because I was struggling one day. I was like, it shouldn't be this hard. So yeah, we just peel it and stick it. Okay. Peel and stick. Look at us. Oops. Get up there. We need you a nice hefty wall. Get in there. Okay. Okay, there we go. So we've got all of our taping done. Okay, and I'm going to peel. I'm going to peel because inevitably, if I do not, when I go to put this on the card, it's going to be dumb. Okay, I'm going to peel that, and I'm going to peel this, because when I get our shaker bits in there, I don't want it to flop around, if you know what I mean. Okay, so then this piece is all I need to peel when we get our card on, and this is hopefully going to work so that when I go to put this on, I can use this piece that I didn't peel the sticky to get it stuck. The sticky, the stuckity, the stookity. Okay, so we want to make sure that our cone is facing the right way. And then we need to find our lovely shaker bits that our friend sent us for our birthday here. And I say us because really we send it. Oh, and they're brand new too. Look at that. These are from the Not Too Shabby shop. It's a choking hazard. Don't feed it to your dogs. Confetti, it's not edible. And apparently I don't know how to open it, so we're just gonna do that. This one's got all sorts of fun stuff in there. Little too much fun stuff. Let's try that. Okay. Oh, it's got little chocolate hearts in there. Yeah, I put a little bit too much in that one. Okay, we're going to scoop a little bit out. Especially the flowers. I don't really want the flowers. Let's get those out of there. With my Cricut spatula. Because I'm cool like that. Oh look, that flower just jumped right out. So did that one. Okay. Get some tweezies. Quit sticking your fingers in the sticky bits. Stinking flower. I just want you out of there. I'll use those on another project. Little gold beads. What do we got going on here? I don't want anything on my foam, so I gotta knock those back in. Put you on that side. I want to put a couple of these on the other side. Did I not just pick one up and now it's like being stubborn? I just need you guys on the other side. Get over there. I feel like these things are just popping up all over the place. It's kind of annoying. Okay, stay. Behave. Let go of me. There's a little chunk of yucky. Okay. I think that works. I think that'll work. Okay, so we've got our cones facing the proper way. I'm going to use the still taped side and hope that I can get this in here. It's looking good, I think. So we're going to flatten that down. I would look to see if I did a good job, but it's not going to do me any good. So we're just going to peel this tape because there's so much other tape stuff down that it's not going to make a difference. But I need this piece off. Let go, heathen. Being bad. Let go. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Mommy guide. Ah ha ha! Look it! Oh my goodness! Look at that! Oh, I love it! Oh, I love it! Lookity, lookity! Okay, parts. Okay, so we have our frame. Is this our frame? Yes, this is our frame. But I want to color our frame, and I'm thinking we're going to do the pink because there's not a lot of pink on there. So we're going to grab our stamping or any of our stick mats, okay? And I'm just going to use a little bit of spun sugar. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at how adorable that is. Sometimes I amaze myself. We're going to get that inked up. I need to get a set of the teeny tools to do teeny work. That's all right. So we're just gonna use that spun sugar and whatnot. There we go. Move that over there, and then we're gonna get our sentiment, and we're gonna foil that. I can't wait. Oh, I think we'll sentiment foil it in red. I think red would stand out on this. What do you guys think? Do our sentiment in red. You're so lickable. Look at. But yeah, we're gonna do You're So Lickable. Maybe in red or something. I printed extras in case I wanted. I don't know. In case I wanted more. I don't know what I was thinking. And then we'll clean this guy up later. Gator. And then we're just gonna go and see, remember we have that little piece of tape right there. It's gonna be wonderful. We're gonna use a little bit of glue. Okay, and we need to make sure that the fatter part, because I do have one side that's fatter, we're gonna use the fatter part at the bottom. bubbles going on here. I don't know what's going on. Get off there. So we're going to put this fat part at the bottom. Oh yeah, look at that. That just cleans that right up, frames everything in. Oh my goodness. That was a good choice to do the pink, I think. Even though it's going to my hubby, he won't care. Because, I'm sorry, that sentiment is only from a man. But there that is. If any guys are out there watching with their wives, you can order. I can make some cards for you. And yeah, so there's that. Oh, would you guys ever, if you ever see a card and you're like, I want a couple of those, just message me. I can and will do custom cards. Okay. But yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so you're so lickable. I printed it in different sizes because I wasn't 100% sure, but I'm thinking either this one or this one. So let's get this chopped out of here. Chop, chop. Oh my gosh. I love this tongue. Oh, and this tongue, if you guys are interested in this tongue, I will not be putting this in my shop because I did not purchase the rights. I just had, where's my sticky notes? You guys, why does everything keep disappearing? I'll tell you where I got it in just a minute. Because I kind of have to. Okay, so dummy me did not do this properly. Okay, so we're gonna go, no, we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna cut you. We're not going to go all the way down. Okay, and then we're going to cut you. We're going to cut here. I was in a rush, so I didn't cut these very properly, but that's okay. That's okay. And then we're going to get baby Chop Chop. Or baby Chop Chop. Look at how cute. And then we're going to put this in here, and we're going to go right there. So there's this one. Get up here. Try and get that. So there's that one. I do like that. I don't know if that's going to be too big or not. Okay. So there's You're So Lickable. That might be too big. Let's get a smaller one and see. I'm going to go like so. I don't even know. Right there. I don't want tails. I don't want tails. Wait, is that the same size? No, that one is smaller. Just a little bit. What do you guys think? Maybe even smaller. I'm not feeling the vibe of these big ones. Not on this card. I like this little chopper man. Oops, definitely need to fix that though. It's kind of crooked. Kind of crooked. And a little bit too thick. That's better. This one cleaned up too. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh, no. I'll foil. I foil. I didn't want to foil everything. And if I'm not, it'll be fine. Ooh, what if we do like so? Oh, there we go. You're so lickable. Right there. Diagonal. That's it. That's it right there. Okay. Let's grab a piece of red. We got some red foil, and we need our little heat 'em ups. Do 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 do. Oh, that's right. You do. Oh, I need a thingy to transfer it. Do 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 do. You're so lickable. Hey, let's do one of these too while we have it. Let's do one of these. We'll put it on the inside. Put it on the inside. Ha 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 ha. One of those. And one of those. And we're just gonna we're just gonna cut a chunk that fits the tongue. Okay. Go like so. Perfecto. Like so. And then, that one will be fine. Okay. Do. And toner foiling. The only thing with toner foiling is because the toner is the glue, the laminator's going to heat it up and make it gluey. So if there's anything on your foil or your sentiments, it will get trapped in there, and you will not be happy. Okay, you will not be happy. Hey you, stay in there. Okay, so there we go. Ready to roll, and I do have a mink. So for the best foiling, it needs to be hot. It needs to be hot, and the mink was designed with different heat temperatures, so you can still use it as a laminator and everything. But a real laminator, some of them don't get hot enough. Just not hot enough. Yes. So, yeah, there's been plenty of times when I have walked up to my husband while he's not paying attention and straight up licked his face just for the shock and awe of it. It's quite funny. But yes, we are only humans. Only humans. Okay, so that is that. I need to let that cool before I put it away. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's do the little tongue first, because ha 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 ha, look at that. That's gonna be cute on the inside, and then I'll leave him a nice little sentiment. Look at, you're so lickable. And I'm just using accent opaque paper, the 65 pound, because it runs through my printer. And when I print, you guys, if you want, oh yeah, look at that. Laser printer, mine, whatever program you're using to print, you have to go into the program when you hit print, go into your settings, and make sure that your settings are set to thicker paper, you know, the thick paper, and that's for the Brother printers. I don't know if all printers have that feature, but for laser printers, it needs to be a thick paper, because if you tell it to do plain paper, it's going to shoot it through there so fast, it's not going to catch, or it's not going to dry. And then what happens, okay, if you don't do a thick paper setting, you're going to get this ghosting effect. And what happens is it runs through so fast, it's not dry, and then it leaves residue behind. And then you got to clean your rollers and stuff. Okay, so this took us, so for me and everything, this took probably about a little over 2 hours. Because I went in and I made my sentiment and everything. I had to search for this tongue, which, somewhere, oh, here he is. So I went to the nounproject.com, the Noun Project, and this guy here, David Sanziz, I don't even know. But sorry, dude, I butchered your name. This is his design. I got the free version. The free version says that I can use it basically for my own personal use, which I'm doing. And then you could also pay to have a royalty-free license. And it was only $3. So if I wanted to make some designs and stuff, I could. But I wouldn't be able to put it as it was all by itself on a printable, you know what I mean? But something like this, where it's used, I could do that. But I did not buy the rights. It is not my design. This David, he did it. He did it. Alright. There. Look at how cute. But, yeah. Okay, so there is and I couldn't find it. I'm not sure where I put it, but there is, did I put it up here? If you Google it, there is cleaning, there's sheets for cleaning, actual cleaning your rollers. I'm not sure what they're called, but you roll them through. Oh, I was like, the card doesn't open. You guys, we got to put it on a card. Got to put it on a card. And we're going to put it on like this, so when it opens, it has to make the shakety shake noise. So when he does this, okay. But yeah, you can actually get, it's like a piece of paper, but it's got a little texture feltiness to it, and you just run it on through. You guys, I don't even know where all my things are. Yes, Accent Opaque is the brand of the paper. Thank you. Yes, Accent Opaque. I buy it off of Amazon. You can get 100 pound, you can get 80 pound, you can get 65 pound. I have the 80 and 65 pound. I used to get the 100 pound, but they kept not having it, so I don't use that for my card bases anymore. I have the 80 pound. I use the 80 pound for the card bases and the 65 for all my stamping and die cutting pleasure. Yeah, okay. It will let me block you or report you. What were you wanting to do? Sorry. Accent opaque. Yeah, I do. I do get the accent opaque paper on Amazon. The merman incident? What? I like your comment, Pam. You can just stay there. Okay, so that is it. We gotta put our little tongue in there. Look at how stupidly cute that is. I don't know. Sometimes I just amuse myself. So then I will put a little message in here and take this down to him before he leaves for work in a half an hour. So I gotta take a couple pictures. That's hilarious. But yeah, so there it is, you guys. It's a lot of work and effort sometimes to make a card, but in the end, isn't that just divine? And if you have somebody out there, maybe you can go into your word processing stuff and make something fun like that. All I did is I took the SVG, shrank it down, typed your with the S and the lickable, and then just put enough space in there and slid that in there so that it would fit. So yeah, lots of fun. And because it's toner foiled or toner printed, we foiled that bad boy, so we have lots of shimmery goodness. And then our little our little friend on the inside. I want to thank you so much, you guys, for hanging out with me on this fun adventure of making a 2 ice cream cone shaker. I mean, look at that. But yeah. All right. Have a great crafty evening. Dawn out there, have fun on your vacation. Everybody just hi and hugs and have a great evening. We will see you on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern for 2 crafty girls. Oh, yeah, I think I may have to now. But thanks, you guys.